It's me, the grand idiot that is, was, and forever will be the resident gremlin. How are you? How are people? How's everyone in this wonderful little hell that we find ourselves in, also known as Tuesday? I should probably do a go livey thing on that other website, shouldn't I? I should download that as well. I should sort that out. I've got a lot of things just kind of whirling around in my head and need to start paying a little bit more attention. So let's see. Let me just actually quick repost. Boom. That should now hopefully. Yep, there we are. That's fine. Does that lead to that? Yes, it does. Bugger me. Bugger me. Bugger me. Bugger me. Am I actually set up and talking properly myself? Yes, I believe I turned off the really, really stupid thing I had set up to try recording Jeff. What are we doing with our lives? Well, today we're doing that. We're doing Ratchet Clank 2. We're doing the RYNO quest again. I've gotten into this now. I quite like this. Going back and doing the stuff that little me just did not want to do. Because it's actually, honestly, typically, I think not that hard. The reason I think younger me was vehemently against the idea was purely because it required multiple playthroughs. And my brain is like, nah, I can't do multiple playthroughs. What am I, Superman? No, absolutely not. But yeah. Where's my control? There's my controller. It's literally right in front of me. And now let's switch over to, it would be that screen. Yes, there we are. I love the kind of like weird title screen for Ratchet Clank 2 is just clips from Ratchet Clank 1 and Sly Cooper. This is this lovely era where there was a lot more like cross, like and it's, to be fair, it's still something that Insomniac does, like just cross promotion with other games, and it's just god, I love it. This still isn't centered. This bloody thing is still not centered, and I don't understand why. But regardless, let's get into it. Make sure that's the screen. The screen. That's fine. Language. Okay. I'm hoping that means that they are on by default and can't be turned off. Either way. Did I actually send that? I don't know if I did or not. Yes, I did. I'm not losing my mind. There we are. That's all fine and dandy. Hang on. Let's check, because I'm not sure if that's actually working or not. Hang on a moment. I should really start doing this a little bit more beforehand. Yes, it is working. Excellent. So that's all working fine. I'll probably fiddle with that a bit more at some point, but that's all working. That's all grand. Time for Ratchet Clank 2 save data on the home card and certain array. Well, yes, of course I would. But of course, of course I want. Of course I want cigarettes. That's a weird thing that gets stuck in my head. It's that weird. It's a Family Guy sketch where generally also something else you'll notice, other than it's just being slightly a little bit off centered for reasons, and that's actually going to upset me now. Is that the HUD and stuff is a lot sleeker in this game. Feels a lot sleeker anyway. Could be wrong. Could be either way. New one.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace and order to our galaxy, Ratchet and Clank. So, gentlemen, tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been pretty busy. After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
Oh, yeah, that. And then things started to slow down a bit. After that, well...
There was the grand opening at Groovy Lube.
Right. I think that was last week.
6 months ago.
We're still pretty busy, but in a more, domestic sense.
Yesterday, I flushed out my radiator core.
I guess no one needs a hero right now.
And that's something I do like, and I'll let this play out a bit more, but I do adore.
I found our man.
Oh, class teleport.
Welcome.
What the...
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company in the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of unequivocal imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
So, you need me to go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
There we are. Problem solved. That's sorted.
A few days ago, this top-secret biological experiment was stolen from our testing laboratory by this dupliferous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
We'll do it.
We will?
Frank, I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our state-of-the-art robotic masseuse.
Deal.
As for you, Ratchet,
Buggering hell.
superlatorary shape. While in transit to the Bogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning, including martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, stealth, macrame, ballroom dance, and origami.
Oh god, I love this setup.
We've used bipolar vector regurgitation to track the thief's location to a flying base in Sector 7. Infiltribulate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch.
Bless this game already. But right now, oh, we've got this bit. What I like about the start of this is that they're kind of echoing.
Reporting. I'm on final approach.
Here we go again.
37 Alpha.
Good luck.
Like them at the beginning of this is echoing Quark, in the sense that they went from being this big hotshot, big name hero, or heroes specifically, to just kind of nothing. There's no game audio. Hang on, is there? Hang on a moment. Oh, there is. There's. That's me dumb. Options. That's what we want. Special. Help. Quick select pause on. Where? Let me just check this, because my brain is now fried. Right. No subtitles, apparently. That's bizarre. Oh. Oh, it's also inverted bloody controls by default. That'll do. The Lancer. And here we go. We finally get just strafe as normal. Actual bloody strafing. Also, good music. Good music. Just in general, good music. Pay attention. There we are. That's good.
To select weapons, hold triangle and select an icon with the left analog stick. Press circle to fire your Lancer.
As you can already see, the bolt increase is it's already quite substantial. It's gone. I'm already at 200 odd, and that would usually be the entire first mission. If I was lucky. Boom, 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 boom. You know? I forgot how destructible this game is. This is one of the things they really went ham on in the new. I mean, there were destructible parts of 1, obviously. Let's see if I can move the mic a bit so it's a little bit better positioned. There we go. Let's see how this is. That's about alright. There we are. That's cool. That's fine. Let's go. So the bolt grab distance is so much better now. And I believe this is the one with the actual. This is the game where they actually start using the voice actor they use for the entire series going on. The lock-on, I will say, is a bit aggressive. The classic continue point. And it's also a lot clearer about what I
I see it's time to update my security forces.
Whoa, no, hey, no, look, I'm just here to fix the transflexor coil.
Nice try. Give my regards to Megacorp.
So continue, because that's much clearer about what a continue point. Oh, what the continue. Oh. Also, health is a lot more pippy. Just in general. I'm going to try and be a bit quiet as possible during the cutscenes because, unfortunately, this game has no subtitles in the PAL version, apparently. Which I find relatively bizarre. There we are.
Thugs for less. If it ain't broke, we'll break it.
Ah, yes, Fugs for less. fucking love Thugs for Less because it's like it does something beautiful about the world building where it's, you know how games, well, just not game, but just like a lot of what was it? There's a lot of media. They always have the
Acquired nanotech.
what I like to call the kind of the weirdly like bizarre or vacuous actual planet Uranus. Do I have anything in the special in Uranus? Don't believe there is. That's a shame. But I was always this is like weirdly like, where are all of these guys coming from? All these like goons coming from? And so, well, yeah, there's literally essentially a agency for thugs and goons.
You can aim your lancer more accurately by holding L1.
Also, side flips, back flips. This is definitely one of the games that, you know, when always or just the games that just kind of get it or properly learn from the past, or they'll go like, okay, this is what worked and this is what didn't. This is one of those games. What was I saying before? Like, yeah, Thugs for Less. Literally just a company that goes, no, we supply thugs and goons for a nominal fee. And that's something that they continue on for the entire series. Like, Thugs for Less starts as a kind of like a weird little joke, and then it just becomes a plot relevant. The entire becomes just generally plot, very, very plot relevant. Not only plot relevant's not the word I'm looking for, is it? They become ingrained into the storytelling. Also love that these weird little robots just have their own personalities, even if they have no face.
Ratchet checking in, sir.
Incredulous. I didn't expect to hear from you again. So soon.
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
Not to worry. I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister! We got galactic maps, 3D maps, fold-outs, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes.
Sorry about that. I forgot my wallet. Could you take care of this?
Perimeter defenses deactivated.
You forgot your change.
Ah, yes.
I'm on my way.
Let's move that cushion back up in the middle of my back. There we go. That's much better. Much better lumbar support. And I actually do like the. I kind of do want to talk about the way just the. Part of me feels like I want to do a video on that, on the somewhat beautiful, like, world building that is, you know, Thugs for Less. Like, conceptually. Oh, that's another good one. Rather than being like, oh, here's the minimum amount of ammunition you can carry, it's cool. You get to scroll all the way up. It's no, that you probably want to buy all your ammunition, don't you? And while I will say Ratchet Clank 1 felt very much like Spyro in space, this feels much more like its own thing. Oh, you have to use. Oh, yeah, we have to use the weird like dinosaur things to get across the map. I don't know how well this is going to work. Come on, off you go. Also, it's a lot better about giving you the ammunition that you need, because a lot.
Maximum nanotech.
Oh yeah. And every time you increase your what's his name? Every time you like, there's you know much more like it's kind of level like very RPG like mechanics going into this game. It's like the more enemies you kill, the more nanotech you get, your weapons get more powerful the more you use them. That kind of thing. And that's kind of a staple for a lot of Ratchet and Clank games. Let's become say for the Ratchet and Clank games, and it kind of weirdly bleeds over into something else for other games, other titles. Because I know I was not disappointed or annoyed or anything, because those aren't the words I'm looking for. Also, this map is so much better. Oh, feels so much better. Probably isn't, but there we are. Where does this go down to? Now, you just go take me all the way back, or oh bloody hell, you do. They all kind of do. I should have got grab my glasses, to be honest. Feels like a mistake on my part. I should probably do it now, to be honest. I could probably go and couldn't even do that right now. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was entirely on me. That was me being. I don't know why I don't have Ratchet or Clank. I don't remember just not having Clank at the beginning. No backpacks. There we are. As before, the boxes don't respawn, which is, you know, safe. Hang on. Well, the the bolt boxes don't. The bolt boxes absolutely don't, but the actual ammo boxes, thankfully, kind of do. Now, let me just see if I can... kind of want to see if I can get them to... play ball here. That'll do. Not the cleanest. Actually, come to think of it now, it's not even the cleanest. I can just nip to the... yeah, back here, pick up the health, that's all good. Just get myself my RYNO again. All for the RYNO. I have to make sure I remember how you actually progress through this. I believe I go this way, go here, which loops me over there. Then from here I go here, and then he loops me over here. Oh yeah, I'm just being daft otherwise, aren't I? Also, the Lancer feels a lot meatier than the black. Oh. Oh, this is going to get a bit rough. I do remember that the leveling of this weapon is quite slow. All the weapons are a bit slow. I know there are quote unquote grinding spots that are really, really good at getting you levels. And I believe that a lot of them are in like the tournament sections of the game coming in later on. But oh, come on, off we go. I believe that these are insta-kill. I'm not going to sit around to find out, though. There we go. And who be you?
Welcome, welcome. If everyone could take their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First, I'll need a volunteer. Anyone? Excellent. Your name, sir?
Ratchet.
Oh, more gadget stuff.
There you have it.
Oh god, yeah, I remember this.
Beam in action.
The tractor beam mechanic.
Give it up for our volunteer. Sir, how about taking advantage of our show special? Thank you, sir. You won't be disappointed.
The tractor beam moves small and medium-sized objects which have glowing orange targets like these. Press circle to move those columns so you can scale the cliff.
Thank you. Oh, right, it's still the game where this is still where the quick select is only a single. No, I was going to say it's only a single wheel. No, you don't. I'm going to get my platinum bolts. There's a platinum bolts in this one. I believe, I don't know why off the top of my head, it just seems to be the done thing. But anyway, I believe the platinum bolts for the rest of the franchise will... obviously, I believe they are platinum bolts for the rest of the franchise. I don't believe this is worse than what's his name? Oh, what they call them, the trespasser puzzles, but they're equally as kind of tedious in my mind. They're just kind of there. Either way, I need to do this anyway for the sake of progress. Anyway, onwards to.
To go to a new planet, you'll have to find new
Yes,
coordinates on this.
Of the chopper blades. But before we do chopper blade, come on, off the vendor. I will say the vendors in this one kind of really lack charm. They are very I would say mechanical. They are mechanical. There we are. They generally just don't have any personality to them. Oh, he's dead. Very dead. Shame for him. Ooh. Weirdly enough, my foot's gone a bit. Planet Uzula. Let me just check, because I know there's definitely one on there. Smash and grab. Because they don't actually give you an example of what's actually... what idea of what the skill points are. I believe in a second playthrough they might. But first playthrough, not so much. How is the little man doing? There he is. Yep, I'm doing alright. There we are. It's not.
Press triangle to enter.
Yes, I've been doing that already. The reason I've been doing that already is because I'm really ungodly tired. Because I want to change weapons, I have to turn you off anyway. There's got to be. It should have been a better weapon for that, or better weapon, better button for that. Sadly, not today. Oh, got to be a little bit better than that. Okay, that worked out.
Weapon upgraded. New weapons can be upgraded with frequent use.
Yeah, but this is the mechanic. Hey, the lance. Oh, I think it only upgrades to only. Oh, that's why it's slow. It's only one level in this game. Or maybe it's not. Maybe there's more levels. The problem is, and this is a continuing problem with the... A continuing problem with the franchise as a whole is that once you've fully upgraded a weapon, there's no reason to use it again. Hey Pixie, how you doing? I'm doing alright, getting back into just my weird obsession with Ratchet and Clank again. I've got ideas and thoughts and shit. You know, all those terrible things you shouldn't actually have. There we go.
Thank you for Megacorp, where our customers come first.
Yeah. There we are. Ah, I would, but I need that. What are you up to? Just stream stuff or just chilling? Oh. There we go. Is there anything down there I can use? Anything I can grab? Anything I can smash? Yes, actually. That's not the button I want. There we are.
To center the camera, tap L1.
Doing fake. What is fake online shopping? Is it just, what's this word? Is it just window shopping? Is it, or because I'll be honest, I don't understand how you can do fake shopping. Yep. Yep. Is there a quick way of doing this? Yes, there is. When in doubt, use a bomb. Also, another thing this game doesn't have that the first one did is that if you're jumping and you flip, the bullets still fire in the direction you're aiming, not just wherever the hell the game decides it wants to go at that point in time. Hang on. Let me just...
Thank you for choosing Megacorp, where our customers come first.
I wouldn't say I'm jonesing for online shopping, but I'm sitting in that weird point of like, I need to be good now. I don't have money, or I have money, but I don't know how long it's gonna last me. So just kind of okay, just looking at all the things that I can't afford, will never be able to afford. Ah, yeah, the imaginary treat. You can always just, imaginary treat yourself. There we are. That's that.
Megacorp reserves the right to refuse service to anyone.
What you do? Just tell Val it's a treat. It's a treat for the. It's a expense for the whole household. even if it does happen to be just, you know, chocolate. And if he says no to chocolate, well, you must be a really heartless man there. I mean, you can't have a little bit of chocolate, then what can you have? Also, do you have any idea when he's actually going to start streaming again? Because he's doing all these renovations, he's just kind of falling off the face of the earth. Wait. Nope, that's not. That's... Oh yeah, that is where well, I have to go that way because I can't go up this way. But got to smash everything first, obviously.
Thank you for choosing Megacorp, where our customers come first.
I think in a way, I think he's just kind of gone into full perfectionist mode, where he needs it to be like 100%. I can 100% get that because I look at my shitty little overlay and I think to myself, I could change this. This doesn't look particularly good. To be fair, everyone's been told soon at this point. And I think at this point, you know, soon is a relative term. Let me just... This is just going to turn into the equivalent of Lost trying to get him to make a video. Just me going, Val, when are you going to stream again? Oh. There we are. Nothing else in here?
Are you there?
Copy, Mr. Fizzwidget.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiments where
So I don't know why this version of the game just doesn't have subtitles.
Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
Affirmulous.
Absolutely. Tell him I miss him dearly.
See for yourself.
Miss him dearly and lost for him carnally.
Are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with two of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing galactic gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event.
Dearly carnally, yep.
First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade. Chainblade unleashes his fury on our gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches, but if the bio division doesn't do it for you, our robotics division will. Taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our four-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on Megaview. Call your provider now.
I love these little infomercial things. Adverts. It's always great. Yeah.
Thank you for shopping at Megacorp. Please visit us again.
I probably missed a whole bunch of stuff that I could have grabbed, but I can't grab. But I will grab. I still don't understand why I don't have Ratchet. No, I do have Ratchet. Oh, I don't have Clank. That's the word I'm looking for. Just kind of disappeared off. It doesn't say how many platinum bolts are on this planet. Oh, well, moving on. Find a way into the Fox vs jamming array. Win the arena battle. Both these are options. Like I still absolutely love Fugs for Less. Like, where are all of these weird minions coming from? Simple. Outsourcing.
May I help you?
Oh, right, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, explains it. Fire guns, fire secondary activate turbo. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yep. This is a lot more maneuverable than the previous game. Hang on. No, where are you? There you go.
You've just collected Raritanium. Raritanium can be traded for ship upgrades.
Where are you? There you are. Yep, most of these space battle sections are a lot more open. There we are, more ships. Come on. I don't even know if there's any heals. Oh, yep, that was bad. I am not particularly good at these sections. That I will absolutely give. Really hyper focus on. Oh, that gave ammo. There's got to be an easy way of doing this. That's wave 1. Now wave 2. Veritanium is great, but I don't need. I need the.
Enemy fighters defeated.
Bloody hell.
Proceeding to the
That is
Star Nebula.
way rougher than I remember it being. Holy crap. That being said, I don't have any equipment for me ship, and at some point soonish, I believe, I find it. Wait, wait. Just smash everything. And gravity bomb. There we are. Progression, 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 progression. Many progressions. Oh yeah, that's the really super. I believe there's like one of the speedrun strats is to just leap into that. Oh, for the love of bloody. Oh right, no, I have to. Oh, you have to. Completely forgot you had to do that. You know what? Bless Serivop. Because it blocked someone. This is just called discriminatory despot. I'm like, yep, that sounds like the kind of person I don't want to have anything to do with. Also, there we are. Let's do a little bit of gambling. Come on, win it big, win it big. Nah. Boom. Hmm. Yep, here we go. Knew it was going to be bomb time. There we are. Oh, balls, there we are. More puzzling. Well, puzzling is not really the term I'd use for what this is, but closest you're going to get. That worked. Oh, right, yeah, and another non-puzzle, but also kind of a puzzle. We just have... Oh, slingshot gameplay. Let's go. Slingshot gaming. Hmm. There we are. It is not particularly easy to aim this. However, the targets are not particularly in a hard spot to hit. That takes the functionless jamming array, which is, you know, not sure why they used a limousine of all things to do this, but more power to them.
To disable the jamming array, expose transmitters with the bolt crank. Press square to attach your wrench, then walk around the platform.
This is one of these wonderful moments when
For a map, press select or R3.
this is genuinely another one of these wonderful moments where it's, but I would say, I've never really liked this perspective of like the weird mini planets because it really messes with my head. Granted, I'm 90% sure that's what it's designed to do. I'm in here now. That worked, sort of, vaguely. So far, luckily, we're only at the part in the game where enemies are doing 1 damage per hit. I forgot that you also have to move forward with that one. That's on me. That was me being a bit dumb. Alright, right. Oh, get back over here. Okay. Ooh, this is looking a bit gnarly. Not exactly what I had planned, but sure. Oh, the camera rotating is a bit evil. Go. Is there no healing on this planet at all? Okay, there's that one, and there's this one in the middle. I'll probably go for this one first because it's probably easier to reach from where I am. The sound effects are... I don't know what's going on with this version of the game. It just seems very sound effect weird. Everything seems a bit off. That's not working. New plan. New vaguely funnier plan. Yeah, that worked. Okay, the sound just completely went for that one. Oh, hang on. The sound's desynced. Give me a second. This is entirely due to the. There we are. That's back. It just seemed to. Blessed explosions. Just seemed to desync it. And I think that might partly be the reason why I've been having weird issues with some of my recordings, which is like the audio is either the audio is desynced, or it's just but it was desynced, or it just doesn't save properly. I'm going to see if I can get if there's any like better capture card I can grab at some point. I am bingo on money, but if I can get a better capture card, that would be so much better, because I hate the Elgato. It doesn't seem to play ball with anything.
Is it dangerous?
No. Well, actually, yes, it is.
Good.
Take a look at this.
The wind in your hair, the sun on your skin, the bugs in your teeth. We are the Desert Riders.
Before I became Desert Rider, I didn't fit in anywheres. I had low self-esteem, bad breath, and a thing for ladies' undergarments. But these guys understand me. They really do.
Yeah, I'm just here for the bake sales. Oh yeah, I also make these cute gloves for all the guys.
So if you've got what it takes,
I love this.
Temporary membership to enter the most grueling hoverbike race in the galaxy. Win it and become one of us. Desert Riders, the #1 leisure choice of thugs for less.
Desert Riders all use Megacorp bikes, so I just had to pull a few strings. Contract me as soon as you get more indignation. Fizz Widget out.
And I will keep saying I love it. I love the world building of Thugs for Less. Technically the universe building of Thugs for Less, and I think there's another one as well. But primarily Thugs for Less. I'm out of that. Oh, thank God I was far enough away with that one. Woo. There's lots of ammo, but I need to go up and get myself some of the other ammo. You know what? Please give me something cool. That's not what I wanted. Can I get bar? Can I get the bar? Bar. Come on. Me slowly losing my mind to the gambling machines. Yeah, that's gonna explode. Understandable. Please give me a bar. That's ammo. That's not the ammo I want though. I'm just using both at the same time. That's gonna explode. Come on. Give me the bar. It's disappointing. Oh, bollocks. Oh, never mind. Come on. The heal, that's somewhat useful. Yes, finally. Was that worth it? No. Sort of, maybe. Gambling for a skill point. That is a skill point I know purely through watching a speedrun of this bloody game. And I don't actually think I have the patience to speedrun, because a lot of speedrunning, to get relatively good at it, requires a lot of grinding. A lot of just kind of going for it. And I'm spread way too thin for that. Mentally and also time-wise. Hang on. Hang on.
You will automatically grab ledges if you jump up to them. To pull yourself up, press X.
Yes, thank you for telling me the thing I already knew. What else we got going on here? Well, that's... yeah, we are. Ah, balls. Okay, I definitely have to come back for that one. Or do I... Oh, just look at that. Ooh. I imagine, like, looking at it appears to be some way of, like, saving... I imagine it's saving data so you don't have everything rendering at full capacity at once. But, ooh... That's the ever-shifting nonsense of Ratchet and Clank. Ooh.
Jump between walls.
Yes, thank you. Granted, I'm saying this like in weird exasperation purely because I've literally just played the last one, and that's just mechanics of the last one.
To aim weapons more accurately, press and hold L1.
Why would I do that? Why would I need to aim when I can just throw and forget? There we are. I still want to also max out the weapons as well while I'm at it. I believe this is where we get into the arena. I still can't afford the Blitz gun. Oh, it's very expensive.
Is everyone ready for tonight's Mega Battle? Introducing from nowhere in particular, this guy. If he can make it past all of our gladiators, he'll take home this brand new electrolyzer. If he can't make it past our gladiators, he'll receive a consolation prize. Let the games begin.
How about that?
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Where did this guy come from?
And I think that's the bomb. No? There we go. The mini nuke. Which I believe is a war crime, but I don't think Ratchet much cares.
That's gotta hurt. The furry guy is on a rampage.
And I love the fact that another thing I just love about this franchise, they turned this weird side activity into a whole game. Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first and, well, only winner of the Gladiator Games, this guy.
I forget what the electrolyzer is.
Championship Series. Come back and fight again for big cash prizes.
Big cash prizes.
Choose a battle and win a prize.
Yeah, let's go hazard challenges though. I'll try not to do all of this on thing, because it's not the most riveting experience in the universe. I would happily pick up that ammunition. Also, that's another little thing I do like about this game. It, like, any kind of hazards that can damage you can and will damage enemies. Which is honestly weirdly rare. Even modern games don't do it.
We have a winner.
Chainblade challenge? Chainblade challenge, let's do that.
Returning to battle is everyone's favorite gladiator. He slices, he dices, and carves up a mean dish. Please welcome Chainblade. This guy's on a rampage.
There we are. That was rough. You only get 11 bolts for defeating him specifically. Fender, however, the Blitz gun. Yeah, let's do the time challenge. It's 15. Oh, that was easy.
You are the winner.
Vendor.
From the planet
B2 Brawler. Now I just get the Blitz gun.
Stand back for the big and the brainy. Let's give it up for the B2 Brawler. Where did this guy come from?
That was not as hard as the Chainblade one. And full nanotech revive. There we go.
And the prize goes to you.
The Mega Challenge. I think I'll leave it at that for the time being. Not the actual, like, not the stream, but the, Oh, that's so much better. You don't actually have to put anything on, you just kind of have to... Hang on. Okay, flip connectors. not super hard to start with. It's also better. Also, me not having to use what's the word? Use a quick select slot to use it is great.
Hey, this would make a nice souvenir for Clank. Yeah! Hey!
You have no idea what you're involved in. Return to your own galaxy immediately, or this will happen to you. Or this will happen to you. Farewell.
Oh.
The problem is now we could do it twice in a row. And that is decidedly more difficult. Oh, this also takes absolutely goddamn forever to do it.
If you want to earn lots of bolts, visit the arena later for more battles.
Here's the thing, that's not where you earn a lot of bolts. I'll do them because I want to get the arena missions done. I'll probably do them off stream. Vukovar can... I believe I can't really do anything with that anyway. I need to go to Indarko anyway. Ooh. Oh. My spine. Ooh. Human body was not designed to do anything really, was it? What? There we are. What grand little toy do we have now? Oh, the pulse rifle, the little sniper rifle, and the mini turret glove.
To center the camera, tap L1.
Thank you for You keep telling me that. And not gonna lie, it's getting more and more annoying every time they do. Ooh, that was rough. Also mentioning, even now, even at this point in the game, I have more health than the max health in Ratchet and Clank 1. So at max range it doesn't do a lot of damage. At close range it does a lot of damage. You know, so it is in fact a shotgun, as we all suspected. Always lying in the middle of nowhere, platinum bolt. I didn't. Okay. That was the game telling me that the controller wasn't plugged in properly. But the controller is plugged in perfectly fine. So, ever so slightly worried. Granted, I have, like, God knows how many of them kicking about already. This is absolutely where the game decided, well, where, you know, Insomniac finally got into the groove of, you know, gunplay, because it feels so much better than the first one. When did this one come out? Let me just check. As a 2003. So, oh, that's me banging the bloody mic again. That was a clever decision by me. Well done.
Greetings, morons. Since my employees did such a lousy job at taking care of yous, I thought I'd come and handle things myself.
I believe that's also Steve Blum.
Want someone killed right, you gotta do it yourself.
Oh, wasn't that? That's not super difficult. Where does it even go to? Activate translocator. Yeah. I love this. It's like just beautiful about this era of
Swing shot and grind boots.
of just game. Hang on. Swing shots back on the thing.
Swing shot target detected. Press and hold circle to shoot the swing shot. Use L1 for better aiming.
Is there anything else I could possibly miss here? No. Thank the gods. Now, if I go to the vendor, does the vendor heal me in this game or no? No, it does not. I don't think the game is the vendor's ever healed at all ever in. Yeah, I don't think it's ever healed ever in any. Ooh, this is about to get extraordinarily rough. Train controls. Can't use that without the electrolyzer. Woohoo! Bloody electrolyzer. Whilst the electrolyzer is... let me just actually... How do I... I don't know where any of that goes, but... Oh, that just goes in here, doesn't it? It is getting very, very, very rough right now. Like, I don't remember games being all this stingy on health before. Because of course, coming from someone who hasn't played this game in perhaps a decade. Oh, yeah, that reminds me of why they actually don't have less health in this game in general. There we go. Come on. It is genuinely absurdly janky to use. Well, I can't get that one. Oh, is this it's explosive, isn't it? I believe I can just drop here. There you go. And that's a different locking mechanism. This game has a lot of locks in it. Jesus Christ. And they usually attach to a really obnoxious... That being said, there are a few puzzles in this game that match the level of annoying that the 6-axis ones in Tools of Destruction do. That's actually something I could do quite a lot of videos on just Ratchet and Clank. I may not know everything about Ratchet and Clank. I may not be a person who does a big speed run.
I'm coming down.
Hang on a minute, what's going on? I just pulled out a bloody loose what's his name? Loose string from my bloody shirt. I'm scratching my bloody foot. Okay. They really wanted you to experience the electrolyzer repeatedly for the rest of eternity. It's Sisyphean. Good lord, is it Sisyphean?
I must have dozed off.
Don't sweat it. Let's just find a way out of here.
I believe that air duct may offer our only way out.
Now, I can't remember what kind of puzzle this is.
To glide, jump, then hold X while in midair.
Yep, it's the gadget bots again.
To control microbots, hold
Well, the microbots this time.
select a command.
Oh, and thank God that when they get destroyed, they just come back to you, because the backtracking on the last one, kind of awful. I actually do. I want to do a video on the evolution of puzzles in this game, in this franchise, because it's I wouldn't say it's quote unquote fascinating. Oh, balls! You guys can't come over, can you? How do I get over? You can't come over here, can you? Then where do you go? What do I do with you?
Bridgebot acquired. Use it to build bridges across gaps.
Even this has evolved quite significantly.
Lifterbot acquired. Use it to lift large block.
Thank you for telling me that thing. Come on, Lifterbot. You wanna do your lifting? There you go, my little chickadees. I do want to get that last bolt because I am nothing if not thorough. Well, I'm not thorough at all. I make frequent and catastrophic mistakes.
Way to go, Clank!
Nothing to it.
You did great. Now, let's go get that experiment back.
Ah, yes, it's time. We're back. We're back at it. The gruesome twosome.
Missions completed on this planet. Search other planets for available missions.
Is there anything down there? No. I also love that it gives you a tutorial for basic controls, but doesn't give you anything for the bloody... what's his name? The hover pack.
To glide over gaps, press X to jump,
But-
then press and hold X while in midair.
Why would you tell us this now, game? Why do this now, of all bloody times?
Clank also comes with a thruster pack option. The thruster pack has the same moves as the helipack, except it uses
And
rocket propulsion.
I think this is... I don't know if this is the last game with the rocket with the thruster pack,
The icon.
because I think they are fundamentally the same. I believe there's some animation differences, or no, I know for a fact there are animation differences. But fundamentally, for you know, the basic man, there's nothing to him. There's no difference to him. Now, actually, I'm gonna go back. Actually, no. What I'll do is I'll because there's always a mathematic. When I get the mathematic is when I come back and I start doing all the nonsense. Just a quick stretch because my body is, you know, a temple possibly haunted, crumbling, falling apart, all that jazz. I love how that's a Gadgeton thing. That I never noticed that before. That is brilliant. I love that. It's like, yeah, this used to belong to Gadgeton. It got overtaken. What are you gonna do? And you know, Seeker gun. Let's just grab the Seeker gun.
Try customizing your quick select in the pause.
Now, I want to take this off, but there's nothing to replace it with yet.
Menu.
Also, weird raptor puppies that I will sadly have to maliciously murder. Which, in my defense, is, you know... Anyway, Jesus Christ, man. That was weird. Could I set up a... No, I don't really have the gear. If I could potentially. Oh, there we are. Which is this becomes the multi-star, which I believe literally just means when I throw it, it throws out. It splits. Hang on. Weird that only one of them charged me. So the weapon selection in this game is a lot more diverse. That thing takes forever. What am I doing? Silly. What am I doing? Where am I going? I don't actually. I don't believe there's any daft stealth section because I don't much care for the stealth section in Ratchet and Clank 1. That's definitely a fight arena, so I'm not going to go right in there just straight away. Hang on, does this... I don't want to look... There's a way of... I just don't have the... I don't have the motor skills to do that. So I believe the nanotech blast actually deals damage. I know it does deal damage to the enemy. That was not as hard as I initially anticipated, brutally honest. Do I need any... I've already had a nanotech boost, so I don't need that.
Excuse me. I think I just blew another vacuum tube.
Should I have a look?
My word! You young people are so fresh these days. Oh, don't feel bad. I guess I'm just old-fashioned about that sort of thing. Did you know that I've been with Gadgetron since the beginning?
So you sell these gadgets?
Darling, they sell themselves.
Slot 1 or 2 and 8 point while visiting Gadgetron vendor. Any weapons you had earned in matching save that an offer's vendor will be free. $1 million. On every opponent within dozens of destructive missiles. Bomb glove. They are already maxed out. So, but now I can actually, can I gadgets? No gadgets, weapons. They are already maxed out. You don't need to do anything with them. Tesla Claw, I believe, got nerfed quite heavily in this game. But I can now replace you with this, so that makes me vaguely happy. And that just leads me back to there. That's fine. Race time.
Hey, who let you in here? Get lost before I flatten your robot into a hubcap.
Touch him, and it's Plasma City!
Oh gosh, you didn't have to yell. Why did he have to yell?
Hey man.
I can't hear you. La 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 la. Only the little guy.
Sir, it is okay. We are your fellow desert riders.
You're? So you understand my sensitivities?
Absolutely, sir. We just came here to race.
Well, you can borrow my Bluebell, so long as you're gentle. She just needs a few repairs.
Hang in there, my brother. Bluebell is in good hands.
So I do, frankly, love. I keep saying this, and I'll keep saying this as the cows come home. I just love how kind of tongue-in-cheek everything is. This is kind of a cliche nowadays, but like back then, I remember it being particularly as common. Just have this, rough and ready kind of like, all the thugs for less, essentially, just being, very in touch with their emotions. And boom, boom, there we are. Accelerates, fires weapon. R101, cool. Hang on. If I remember correctly, and this is something I find genuinely quite funny, is that the actual speedrun for this game doesn't do this race, even though it is in fact mandatory. Because they discovered weirdly that you can just kind of grind your face against one of the walls at the start of the race, and it counts. If you do it correctly, it counts as doing a lap. I don't know. I will stand by this opinion until the in a court of bloody law. Speedrunning is an occult science. You don't, because this stuff just does not make sense half the time. Right? Like I do remember, like the old, Resident Evil, or I'll say the original Resident Evil 4 had a PC specific what's his name? A thing called a strat called the Ditman glitch, which basically allowed you to run at God knows what speed while carrying the shotgun. Basically, because move like the whole like. Quick explanation: the movement speed in Resident Evil 4 original was tied to your exit. Cool. Actually, I'll let this play out and then I'll explain it.
Great racing, buddy. Here, take this helmet so the guys know you're one of us.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-oh. Incoming message from the boss. Attention all thugs for less employees. First of all, whatever slug brain's been eating all the choo-chee bars in the break room, better quit stuffing his face, or else... Hey, turn those lights off! It's bad feng shui. Next, our space rendezvous point has been moved to, and listen up, knuckleheads, the Felsen system in Sector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're no good with numbers, find a buddy to help you. Lastly, the company picnic is this Sunday. Don't forget to bring your own juice this time. Hey! I saw that, Cletus! You just turned yourself right up.
Yep.
Don't worry. The boss only yells because he loves us.
Yes, sir. I do feel his affection.
Did you see that broadcast?
Not really.
We should scope out that rendezvous point.
Yes, we might intercept some stray transmissions.
Hang on. Sorry, another. Oh yeah, there's. Oh. I'm definitely going to be doing these off stream at some point. Just partly. But what I was going to say is like, Resident Evil 4, the movement speed in original Resident Evil 4 was tied to the weapon you were carrying, or tied to weapons, whereas I believe like handguns like moderate moves, like handguns of the TMP had moderate move speed. The shotguns and grenade and rocket launchers had low move speed, and just holding a grenade was the fastest move speed. The glitch essentially allowed you to have grenade speed while carrying the striker shotgun, the best quote unquote best shotgun in the game. However, it doesn't really. They didn't really work on the like lift tower section or the clock tower section in the game for relatively obvious reasons. Because you're no longer you're not really in motion. You're just kind of. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Is that hovering? That's hovering a bit. Yeah, it's hovering. Anyway. Ooh, pulse rifle though.
To zoom in with the pulse rifle, hold L1 and then press R1. To zoom out, hold L1 and press R2.
There we go. Anyway, point I'm making, because I need to actually make the point, is the glitch was required them to, and it was, again, PC specific. So as far as I'm aware, I had to be his mouse. It's like, to keep it going, you had to aim, take your mouse. I think you had to take your mouse off the keyboard, aim, and then switch the aim. I think just take mouse off the keyboard, aim, and then put your mouse back down onto the keyboard, or keyboard with the mouse off the pad. I have to look at the actual, because I remember them explaining it in GDQ, and it was genuinely the most bizarre sounding thing. Like, how did anyone find this? This feels like it was done completely by accident, or by wizards. These people might actually be wizards. I don't know where that's actually. What does this go? Oh, right, goes there. Oh, yeah, this is the other This is the second route, isn't it? What am I like? Right. Do I have the Hydra? Oh, that's blessed. You start off the Hydra pack anyway. Hydra pack and the H2O helmet, because, ooh, that would have been annoying if you hadn't. It definitely feels like it's building off the past, but has the relatively annoying situation where it's while it is building off the past, it still has some quirks from the original that aren't particularly the greatest thing in the universe. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna make notes of that. I'm actually gonna do a video on that, like the puzzles and shit. That was surprisingly quick. I've wasted a lot more ammo than I should have on that one.
It works! My invention works! Huh? It's called the Therminator. It fires charged thermal pellets that can thaw an ice block or freeze a body of water. Gadgetron will pay me millions.
Hey, I don't know how long you've been frozen, but I don't think Gadgetron's operated in this galaxy for years. Everyone buys Megacorp products these days.
Huh? Hey, maybe you'd like to buy it.
Another classic puzzle machine.
Megacorp is hiring.
Use the Therminator to thaw ice.
You know what? Thank you, Terminator. I wouldn't have figured that out before without you. That works. I don't know why I'd ever want to come back here, but that's that. It works. I believe what's next is legitimately another space section. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Eventually I'll get to the point where I can actually, you know, upgrade my ship. It will make life so much easier.
We are under attack. Can't outrun them. Let's hope these weapons work.
I do not know why I'm in here. Good thing I did that. That would have... But you've got to think that Slugfest has got some pretty heavy financial backing to be able to just have a space fleet. Now, where are you, you little bastards? Come on. Come on. Oh, bloody hell, next wave. Oh, okay, sorry, that was me having to sneeze. Come on. Come on, you blasted ships. I really wish I could deal with them being behind me, because that would make life so much simpler. That'll do.
Yeah, I've got mad
Ooh.
skills. Mad skill. Yeah. A difficult challenge, but one that a trained commando.
Hold on. I'm intercepting a transmission.
For the 5th time, I have a collect call to Thugs for Less from a Mr. You Are Gonna Die. Will you accept the charges?
You are gonna die.
I'll take that as a yes. Thank you.
You idiot.
Uh-oh.
I'm paying top dollar for your protection, and your moron employees are off at some picnic.
Hey, that was a bonding exercise.
Enough! I'm at the pickup point now. If your men aren't here pronto, you can kiss this contract goodbye.
Oh yeah? Well, you can kiss your, you know what I mean. Dang it.
Ah, yes.
Did you trace that?
Coordinates locked in. We are headed there now.
No tack. Pull the pump. I'm only going to do some of these off. I'm not going to do it until I've actually been able to upgrade my ship, obviously. But
Reception out here.
We have sports, weather. Ooh, the Science Channel.
Keep going. Whoa, what's that?
The man, the myth, the legend, the loser. Captain Quark, once the idol of everyone in the galaxy, has finally hit rock bottom. After his humiliation at the hands of Ratchet and Clank, Quark sold bogus merchandise he claimed were Gadgetron products. But a key defect in this product, the personal hygienator, caused severe irritation in sensitive body areas and alerted authorities to Quark's scam. Behind the Hero will return after these messages.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yes, I suppose it...
All this time, my personal hygienator must have been causing that itch.
Anyway, we should be at our destination shortly.
ah, bless.
Too late again.
We always seem to be a bit late. Why is that?
Well, let's check this place out and find out where he's headed.
Just the beautiful casual again, this is once again before the fourth wall break was a common thing. Like genuinely, look how massive of a leap in cost that is. 25,000, 65,000. I think the game is absolutely expecting you to... What's the word? To be doing all of these like side quests, which I will do in time. I'll probably do it later tonight. I know that at a certain point in the game I do get new armor. That's something else that this game adds. I don't believe... I'm not sure if it's how... I have to double check. I know it's in Rift Apart. I can probably change you out for... Pre-shots. So that worked. Now, find somewhere I can use the ice. Because I am definitely hitting a point where I'm losing health at a quite staggering rate. Generally got to be something to defrost in around here. Time for Seeker Gum. How are we doing on shotgun ammo? Oh. Ooh. Yeah, let's do the... This is... I don't think this is what I'm supposed to do. However... Oh, I'm now looking at it, there's got to be something, eh? Oh, that's only one pip, that's not good. That was... interesting, not gonna lie. I'm not the only one that stares at that thinking there's got to be something to it, right? Nah. I'm probably really over evaluating that. There we are. That's that lovely nanotech. Lovely jubbly. I'm running a wee bit low on ammunition, but that's fine. It's fine, it's like... Let's just...
found a nanotech boost. Nanotech boosts instantly increase your maximum...
Thank you. And that's the promenade done, I believe. Oh, that's me nudging the bloody mic. Shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be doing that. No, don't want to tip. Oh. I also want... I'll probably lay off doing the what's his name's, the thingy the future series. To start off, just because the RYNO quest is not really hard in that one. The RYNO is just free. Well, there's a pencil behind my ear because I don't know. I pencils behind my ear. It was a design concept because I came up with this character. This guy, just best way I'm trying to describe this. When I was kind of in a weird period of like, I could make games better. Here's a bunch of ideas, and I thought it's just a holdover from that. Like it kind of, and I do still kind of do like YouTube videos. I still do kind of write about games and stuff, so it kind of just stuck. It's a holdover. There's a holdover that I quite enjoy. Sorry if I missed that question a bit earlier, but I need to find a way of being able to put the screen a little, put the chat a little bit. Actually, hang on a moment. Here's a quite easier way of doing it. I'm knocking everything over, but I could have just done it like that. There we are. That's probably better. It's the jankiest thing I've ever. I could probably, retrospectively, I should probably just move that. I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. But yeah, it's a design holdover that I'm just relatively quite fond of. And a lot of to be fair, a lot of like ideas don't really need to have a reason. Because the thing you'll find in a weird amount of like cases, like, oh, why does this guy have this, and why does this exist, and why does this have this? Is like, typically speaking, it's because the guy who made it, or the person who made it just thought it was cool. There's some really dumb things out there that exist purely because the creative person in charge went, "No, I like this. It's cool." Thanks. A little bit of offense, not gonna lie. I unfortunately talk a mile a minute. That's just how I am. But to explain as slow as possible. The pencil behind here is a design holdover from a original concept I had a while ago. I need to actually follow that one because I'm an idiot. Because I keep covering this bloody screen. That'll do. Sorry, I don't know who actually followed that one. Doesn't actually say who. Oh, I'm so bad. There is some lore to it. It was from a period where I had to try to do YouTube videos on, well, what I would change in a video game. And then I kind of quickly realised, just firstly, how pretentious that sounds, and secondly, how most of my ideas were kind of crap. Because they were pretty much 100% just... Yeah, talking fast is just 90% of what I do. I think it's an anxiety thing, but it's like just I'm better at. I can see when an idea is good, but I can't really come up with an idea. But a lot of the ideas I come up with are very kind of. I think it would be cool. Does that make it a good idea? Not particularly, because some of the ideas I came up with were actually fuck awful. When I look back at them, because I had the bright spark idea to say, what if we made Resident Evil 0 multiplayer? And after thinking about it quite some time, I realised how bad that would be, because it would completely balk game design, the whole game design. It would not work properly. The game is built around having one person. Well, I've moved on to just reviewing retro games, and in a way, I've got other and just sort of talking about franchises I like. The reason I think that's because I thought to myself is this idea is for me. This doesn't make it better. This just means something that I would like to see, and also in a purely selfish self-defense kind of way. I don't want to have to deal with arguing with people in the YouTube comments, because YouTube comments are angry little bastards. Sometimes. Hang on, let me just sort this out. They do not take kindly to someone having an opinion, which is hilarious because I've also decided I'm reviewing. I just jumped to my death. Yep, that was covered. I generally feel like I'm in a better I'm in a better place just reviewing the games, because I can give slightly better constructive feedback than I can give an idea. Because my idea is also very half-baked. They're not like, okay, but is this feasible? It's like, does this sound cool? And I feel like if I'm going to critique a game, I not critique a game, what's the word? If I'm going to say, oh, this is what I would do, I need to be able to back it up with something that's actually comparably feasible and possible, and if you get what I mean, kind of, maybe, I don't know. It's ultimately, it was a decision that I'm generally happy with where I'm going with the franchise. With the franchise, and my brand. Generally happy where I'm going nowadays, which is reviewing older games, talking about franchises I love, rather than going, here's a game, I think it's a bit shit. Let me see if let me tell you how I would make it better. True, but I also kind of after the first few I did, I just also wasn't feeling it. So I've just moved on. Moved on to not bigger and better things, but something I'm a lot more comfortable doing. I also kind of want to stay away from this game, the negative content where it's just based entirely on declaring or talking about something like it's the worst thing known to man. Because I know which way where that leads, and it's not healthy. Not a healthy place to be in, or mental state to be in. To just constantly look at things and go, "Oh, this is awful." It's also why I'm, unironically, part of why I'm streaming the older games, because I want to look back and go, was this good? Was this like a lot of when you look at let me just pause for a bit so I can get the words out. A lot of online discourse nowadays, especially in the gaming space, is very heavily in the realms of, oh, it was so much better back in the day. It didn't have list of common game mechanics. But when you look back at them, they did have these things. They just weren't. Yeah, but okay, Badger. Well, I do understand where you're coming from in a way. Well, in a way, I do actually understand where you're coming from as a point of context. It's also an unfortunate fact that everything on YouTube has already been done, and it's just all about finding the kind of content that you want to make. Being unique is not say being unique is not a possibility, but I think it is better to do content on stuff that you're comfortable with, that you kind of vibe with, than to try and just focus on being unique. I could potentially in the future, and just do that for a bit. Could in the future return to the concept of what about this game would I change? Just kind of like maybe even like a small like shorts thing, just like rattle off some silly ideas, maybe just random Hail Mary stupid nonsense. Well, it's not stupid nonsense, but like ideas like how I would improve an old game. Improve, like Ratchet and Clank 1. I would essentially the only thing that would make Ratchet and Clank 1 better for me is just importing the movement, like the combat tech of 2 in. That's the only thing that I'd say would make Ratchet and Clank 1 better. Because Ratchet and Clank 1's combat is awful. Kind of games analysis. It's like that's what I've been doing. If you, it's probably not the best video ever made, but if you type actually I might as well do it myself if I can. That should. There we are. Should bring up my and does that actually? That actually does not. That does. That's not actually done the correct one. That's me being daft. Sorry. Let me just see if I can change that, because I've only just realised that that's broken. Yep, that's entirely on me. Let me just edit that. Why is it broken? Does that? Let me just recheck this, because it's actually good that you're here, because that's actually allowed me to point out that I've made a catastrophic mistake in doing this. Okay, that's fine. It's just a small little typo. But that is genuinely, thanks for that. Well and truly. Let me now, hopefully, try this once more. There you go. That's the link. That's the correct link. I'm not a colossal idiot. I am a diminutive one. I'm very small, with lots of opinions. Most recent video I've done is on Oni, like the PS2 Oni. I've got another game. I don't know. I've got a video going out tomorrow about another kind of weird retro game. That, yeah, I quite like the video. I'm currently working on another one. I've got another concept in the way. Yeah, I hope you'll notice with my videos, in a way, I try to keep them off of the realm of, oh, this is just flat garbage. But when I look at like the bad concept of a game or bad part of the game, I kind of try to analyze why it's bad or why it doesn't work, rather than going, oh, this is awful. That's it, because that doesn't help. That's not really a review. That's just saying it's bad, which, sure, it might be. But why is it bad? Yeah. And also, Remember Me is a game I actually do enjoy. I love the concept of it. I just, when I look back at it, I realise that it's not... It's very much a game of its time. It doesn't... it's just like even they do. Some of them do. Like, and occasionally, very occasionally, my videos manage to tickle the pickle of the algo. Some of them don't. I know the most recent 2 haven't, but that's because they're kind of very niche. Finally found the bastard. I definitely I'm working on it. I've got a video coming out tomorrow. I've got another video ready to go, which is not completely a complete departure, not a complete departure, but a sort of departure from what I'm doing. Rather than talking about one game of like and reviewing that, just talking about a franchise I really enjoy. It's still a kind of a niche franchise, but I love it. I love it. Also, Slim Cognito. Slim Cognito's great. Everyone loves Slim Cognito.
Starship mods. Well, a quick visit to Slim's wouldn't cost us much time. Or maybe we should check out that chemical factory. Someone inside might know where the thief was headed.
But yeah, Slim Cognito's Ship Shack. Now, where is the I know I can definitely grow this. I can definitely do something with it, and I generally get a bit demoralized when the videos don't do as good. Like, if you look, the Spartan Total Warrior one just kind of exploded. Compared to the other ones, it just... I wouldn't say out of nowhere. Out of nowhere is not particularly, because it's one of those games that fits into the fits into the mold a bit of the cult classic, where you talk about it for a little bit, or you mention it, and everyone comes out of the woodwork and goes, "Oh, I remember that game. That game was great." And that's a lot of the comments are, "Oh, I remember this game so much." Most they're just like, "Thank you for unlocking a memory." And that's kind of, I feel like, in a way, part of what I want from this, like, to remind people, like, yeah, there were some really cool games like back in the day, some really good games, and even like to show people who've never played them, like, this is history. This is what gaming was. We didn't deal with the bullshit of microtransactions and all the just me getting on my little high horse here, just all the just generally the AAA nonsense. Well, it was still in a way there in some places, but it wasn't as egregious, so to speak. And also talk about games that just did some clever things, like, oh, absolutely, I know. Like, I am trying to also split how my videos are, because you notice the last 2 videos are somewhat shorter than the most recent ones, and that's because the games I'm doing aren't particularly good for the style I was doing previously. Well, with the words, I'm struggling with words again. With the Spartan Total Warrior one, where I could just kind of go through the entire game, and there was enough to talk about where I could talk about the plot, and not really talk about the plot, but talk about what's the goings on of the game, and then kind of at points interject with, okay, now that I've talked about the game, thought about this, let's talk about this gameplay mechanic, or let's talk about how the story is kind of nonsense, or kind of, basically non-existent, and that's perfect for the game they're playing, for the game. It's perfect for what it is. And I do, and then the next one I release after the 2 I already have ready to go is going to be more back to that style, because once again I do feel like it's kind of it's going to have to be very like case by case basis, because the game that I'm playing, the game I'm doing it with, like Breakdown, it's hard to just explain in vagueness. It has to kind of be fully told, so to speak. You can't just go, oh, and the plot does this. You have to go from, because it, to just pull the plaster off a bit. It's time. There's time travel, sort of, and that sort of is where the complications with just explaining it in the like abbreviated way comes from, because even the game itself doesn't seem to want to explain its own logic. If you get me. So time travel works. Okay, how does it work? It just does. Cool. And also, I feel like I'm having a lot more fun with just explaining like random funny moments in the game, and also the combat. The combat in that game is weird. Yeah, definitely gonna try to aim for longer videos. I have one I'm working on, which is still going to be in the newer, shorter style, which is what game was it? Oh yeah, it's Heavenly Sword. Which is a game I thoroughly despise. Technically, in a way, I am. I've got one of the things I have kind of set up and ready to go is a sort of retrospective overview kind of thing for Valkyria Chronicles, because it's a franchise that kind of against the odds exists. Because genuinely, it's a franchise that I just stumbled across one day, and it's completely out of my normal wheelhouse, and I thoroughly adore it. And I feel like more people should probably not really talk about it, but I want to get more eyes on it, even if it's maybe 100, maybe 2 new eyes. So long as someone like I can go, guys, here is my cool thing that I found. Gaze upon it. Love it. As I do. Or don't, I'm not your dad. And I'm doing that. I've got plans for a lot of them at the moment. I've got plans for the entire Ninja Gaiden franchise. I've got plans for the Crackdown series. Again, a series I love that I hate what they did with 3. And I've got ideas to do Red Faction. I've got ideas to do the Driver. God, Driver is going to be an interesting one to talk about, because that thing lost all its identity and it never recovered. Not even a little bit. And I've also got ideas to just talk about mechanics of this game that might be interesting. Again, I am throwing myself a huge net here, and I probably don't have the mental bandwidth to do all of this, and I'm going to feel that in a few hundred years. Well, I say a few hundred years, I'm going to feel that at some point. But at the moment, I've got ideas, and they're kind of blowing off all over the place, and I'm happy with what I'm doing. It's like, it's slow going, but I'm enjoying it. I should. My issue with Discord is that I and this is again just me. I don't think I'm big enough for it to be warranted for right now. That could just be me doing the whole. Actually, I'll probably keep playing for a bit, because otherwise we won't get anything done. But I don't think I'm. Did I just turn up? Bollocks. I just turned all the way around. That was brilliant. But maybe if I get bigger, maybe if I get a little bit more sizable and my general confidence grows with what I'm doing. Because while I am talking a whole bunch of... when I talk a big game, I have crippling anxiety when it comes to releasing a video. It's like, is it actually going to go anywhere? Because everyone will. Anytime you create something, it's like, God, I hope these people like it and don't, hang, draw, and quarter me on the, in in the city square, or well, shit, just ignore me. The ravings of a lunatic, so to speak. But that's just something I have to deal with as a me problem. But yeah, it's on the cards at some point in the future. But as for right now, I think I'm fine going just as I am. Also, the idea of creating a Discord. So I'm not really active in Discord servers I'm already in. I don't think the chances. I don't think me creating my own one is going to be great. It's going to be a particularly fruitful endeavor if I'm never actually in it. Eventually, I'll dive in. Eventually, I'll do it. Eventually, my weird and manic bouts of extraordinary confidence will throw me at creating a Discord server or expanding myself. No, but for right now, I think I'm somewhat content with the relatively slow pace I'm going at right now, but happy days. Oh, balls, I need to... that was a mistake. Didn't want to do that. Yeah, so it's definitely something I'm thinking about at some point, maybe, sort of. Let me just lower that. Actually, I think I'm getting to the point where I kind of need to stop for the night. Well, don't need to stop, but I should probably realistically stop for the night. Is there... oh, there's a shark in here. Right. I will say about this game, as a critique review kind of doodad, the amount of puzzles are actually insane. But there's so many puzzles. And where's that bloody thing gone? There it is. There we are. That's not good. Just gonna leave that go. The timing on this is really oddly precise. That'll do me. Because I think I'm going to get to the end of this area. And I'm going to potentially throw someone at something at some point. Where are we? Oh, bloody hell. Because you have to go back up and then that. I don't like this puzzle. I generally don't like this section at all. It's rough. Because it's a lot of waiting. Where are we? Ah, for the love of fucking God. This is probably the worst puzzle gadget in the entire franchise. And I'm talking about the franchise that has... and this is coming from the franchise that has the 6-axis puzzle. Okay. I don't know how... oh, thank God. That can be climbed up. That can be climbed up. No, it can't. Oh, this is... yeah. This is where I start making noises. That's the aggravated noises. I do not like this puzzle. Because it's barely a puzzle. It's a lot of waiting. And... oh, that didn't actually do the thing. Whoa! Okie dokie. Oh, you are kidding me. Ah. Slow descent into madness. Here we go. You know, that is fair. That is a... honestly, that is a point that I haven't really contemplated, to be honest. Because the typical term is it's a call to action. Oh. I'm stuck in a wall. I'm very, very stuck in a wall. Because that's something I've heard about, even from like streamers, as I did. Like, the Discord is the call to action place. That's where you want your people to be. That's where you want your audience to be. And I absolutely can see that. And I should put the time in at some point. Come on, let me just... oh, bollocks, I did it again. Yeah. Discoverability on YouTube itself is kind of whack right now. Or say right now, it's been whack for years. So, finding new ways of getting people, you know, getting eyes on screen kind of thing is probably what you want to do. Oh, hang on. I need to shift because I have been sat down for 3 hours in a very oddly uncomfortable position. Sorry. But it's whatever you are speaking the absolute truth, and realistically, that's something I should do. I should probably talk to a mate of mine. Yeah, true. I know. It's... I think I should speak to a mate of mine, because he's gone a little bit ham on his Discord server. He's gone, I would probably say, over the top. Oh, balls. This is genuinely a kind of awful puzzle section. Okay, that was very lucky I didn't, you know, eat it there. Let me just... oh, for the love of piss. I am bad at timing this. And I know I need to get it midway in. Please. Oh, good. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. But yeah, I'll definitely speak to my mate about it, because he's has quite a bit of understanding of how this works. Finally, good Lord in heaven.
Excuse me, have you seen any masked weirdos?
I think I had better do the talking. A masked customer picked up an order not long ago. Recently, they received a new transmission from him, and they are willing to show it to us for a small price.
Small price, that's more than the guy was paying for a freaking gadget. Jesus Christ.
Hello, yes. Hey! Yes, I need to order 2 more containers of sulfuric acid. Oops. Better make that 5 containers and 4 containers of liquid hydrogen. Oops. Better add 6 crates of nitroglycerin and... Look, just give me double that. And I need it delivered.
That's what I do genuinely love about this. It's so slapstick. The villain is... The villain just feels weirdly incompetent, yet also awkwardly competent. But that's that. That's all that sorted. And I think we're going to go to the ship, and then that'll be it for the day. Now, the real question is... But Badger, I'll say thanks for that. You've actually given me quite a bit to think about. Because you're talking there's a lot of facts there. A lot of, like, actual... Like, honestly, speaking the truth. And I really should actually start... Yeah. Social media, I'm old. Yeah, it's true. I might as well just for science. Not just for science. Might as well go here because this saves anyway. Now let's see who to go to. Who's actually alive? Who's not dead? Where are we? Incognitos. Yeah, I'll leave that and do that some other time. Who is alive? Who can I throw you at? Ah, you know what? I think I'll show you an 8 index page. Love index page. She's great. Is she? She thinks she's a she. Yeah. I could be wrong. I have to double check myself because I really try not to be, you know. But actually, let me just put you over to my really link block. I get what you're talking about. Yeah, I block links just purely because, well, it's the norm. Blocking. You never know when someone's just going to try and dump the most vile shit in the universe on you. But yeah, we're going to shift over to index page. Let me just... Right, the problem is that the system I'm using... I get what you mean. It's better to have stable than fluctuating, which... True. Very, very true. The index page. Great taste in games. Funny as hell. Hopefully this will actually... True, but yeah. Hopefully that never happens to me. But I 100% get where you're coming from, and I will talk to my guy at some point. There we are. That's going to that. Excellent. Boom. And yeah, I think that'll be it. And hope to see you some other time, maybe. Hopefully my rambling has been entertaining enough for you. And you know, just yeah. Anyway, this is me being kind of awkward at this point. Always awkward at the end of these because I'm terrible at telling people to go, but we're going somewhere. But anyway, have a good one. I'll hope to see you on Thursday, which I'm going to be playing Resident Evil Village. Never played it before. How dare you call me a goblin? I'm a gremlin. How fucking dare you? I'm joking. It's fine. It's a cop. Like, I'm green. I've got pointy ears, and I look like a monster. Understandable. Have a good one.